For me, Project Spark is just the perfect excuse for filmmakers to go ahead and do a project and have fun. I like the theme reflections because it can mean many things. It can mean reflections of life, reflections of ideas, and for me as a cinematographer, the more important one will be reflections of light.
The reflection theme was truly enticing to me. The start of the creative brief for Project Spark was, light always originates from somewhere, but nowhere to terminate. I thought this was such a great motivational phrase to kick off Project Spark.
For me, Project Spark is a wonderful cinematic opportunity to spark the imagination, to spark creativity, to spark reflection on the human condition. A spark can create a reflection in light, but also in an emotional and psychological sense. The theme reflection evokes our quest to reflect on the human condition, the world around us, what it means to be a visual storyteller.
I think Project Spark is a really great initiative. It helps filmmakers from all over the world to showcase their work and at the same time encourage us to sort of look at different lighting and different story vibes from different countries, and at the same time I think people really come together to submit their films, and we can see different quality of work, but a passion is coming through in every submission. When you think about how light is captured in a camera, it's often something which we omit is the fact that the light is actually being captured as it reflects out of objects, and that's what creates the image on our sensors. So in a way, the theme reflection has so much potential for any filmmaker interested in their own soul, and visually we can show it in so many ways. So I think the theme reflection, which was the theme this year, left a really big open field for all of us, mostly to look into our own selves, and the filmmakers dealt with it really, really creatively.
I found A Flame of Memories very atmospheric. It's a well-crafted, emotional tale of visual storytelling, featuring extraordinary cinematography, elegant sound design and editing, and featuring wonderful performances by a very young cast.
I enjoy watching all the projects, but Flames of Memories probably is the one I like the most, just because of the whole setting up of the idea. The story is very nice and tender. The kids' performance is very, very nice. In general, it's a nice project, and I really enjoy the way they project the images. It has a medium to show better times.
The submission, which I absolutely loved, and I can't say how glad I am that everybody from my other judges agreed, was Floodgate. And that experimental film has really blown my mind. It had the reflection theme was incredibly executed. The main character is basically, I don't want to, say too much about the film, but there is a mirror cube and the main character has to overcome a lot of problems wearing the mirror cube instead of a face. So in a way, that really made me think about how, what is reflecting in my heart, because the character, we never really see the face of the main character, but you can think of everything around is reflected within that cube. So does it mean that wherever we spend our time, whatever we choose in life, is actually something which will then be something we're doing? Our choices could be manipulated by what's around us. And it made me think about how much me as a person can actually have influence over my decisions, and how much is it just because of people I hang out with in my environment I make certain decisions. So I really, really loved that film, and congratulations to the filmmakers. It was outstanding.
The film that really drew my attention was the film called Floodgate. It had some amazing cinematography in this one. Yeah, in particular, there was a scene where they created this surreal flicker effect using Forza 720B bouncing into some mylar paper. Created such a surreal flickering effect that was like truly suited to the scene. They executed it perfectly. Another memorable scene for me was towards the end of the film. They used a spotlight attachment to recreate the first morning rays of light hitting the actor's face. This was really great work, guys. I think the new generation of filmmakers and cinematographers have some amazing new tools at their disposal, one of which is the advancement of LED technology. Now you have these LED fixtures that have very high light output, extremely accurate colors that require very little power. They also have a host of inbuilt lighting effects, and these lighting effects have limitless possibilities for the filmmakers.
My expectations for upcoming cinematographers and storytellers will be to have the new technology merging with the classic technology, just to have a more excited content. For me, the most important quality of a filmmaker is the ability to communicate exactly what they want in their storytelling.
I think my expectations for the new generation of filmmakers are that we will consider very much the problems around us from a new perspective. I want people to feel more connected with each other, and I think with the internet and social media being so prevalent and everywhere, it's incredible that we can see now work from America, China, Poland, Mexico, UK, all on the same platforms. And I think if we, through this work, can all figure out better ways of being and better ways of living and better ways of understanding each other, that's basically would be the best goal ever for any filmmaker. And that's, in terms of cinematography, I think we'll have so many new possibilities to use AI and work within AI and within the visual effects with the analog media. And me, myself, like, I'm always really interested as a cinematographer of bringing different media together. You know, even using like neon lights and the LEDs with the actual really old candlelight is something where the image can really stand out. And I think for the new cinematographers, this is going to be our biggest challenge, how we can utilize the new technologies and bring them to our world and the way we conventionally make movies. The most important factor in creation and filmmaking, for me, I think definitely the most important factor of filmmaking is being yourself in your work. And I think it's such a difficult medium because we have so many roles and there is so many people involved.
More than my expectations, my hope for the new generation of filmmakers, cinematographers, and visual artists is that they will strive to educate, enlighten, and create stories that will inspire us to care about each other, the world we live in, and move us to action in that regard. Without a doubt, passion. Passion for visual storytelling, passion for the planet, and for those with whom we share the planet with. I suspect the next edition of Project Spark, which I personally eagerly anticipate, will be even more exciting because there'll be even more submissions and therefore even more unique points of view we can all explore together.
My biggest anticipation for next Project Spark is that it's just going to attract more people and more submission and more people will hear about it, as the prizes are incredible, and a really good thing is just having exposure and having all these judges from different countries discussing about you know, the awards, and maybe in the future we could have a little award ceremony. It would be really, really nice, even in like a virtual space, to meet all the filmmakers and understand what their process was. And I'm really looking forward to next year's submissions. Congratulations to all the filmmakers. Well done, guys.
I personally had a great time judging Project Spark this year. There were some amazing entries that came in from all over the world. I'd like to congratulate all the winners, and yeah, I feel Project Spark is a great place for filmmakers to showcase their work, and I hope there's another event like this sometime soon.
I can see Project Spark just becoming bigger and bigger for the next editions. Initiatives like these ones is very important for the filmmakers community. I'm looking forward to the next edition.